Well, hello. It's going to be house contemplation time. I kind of I'm doing this spirit thing, trying to remember this kind of skill that I used to have. But some of me just doesn't want to do it, really. I'm just getting a little bit sick and tired right now. So I'm happy to do this video. But I don't really want to I've kind of said to Spirit, I don't really want to talk about this anymore. So, I need a break from this particular rabbit hole that you're taking me down. But anyway, I'll do what I got today. So basically what I'm practicing at the moment is just openly saying to Spirit, okay, what do you want to tell me today? And I usually get some words, and then that helps me kind of pull on a thread. And I use Google to help me. I guess in a way it's just kind of all information is already out there, right? All information is kind of available at the moment. But I guess it's just Spirit spotlights on a particular information that wants to be uncovered. I don't know. I trust Spirit. But anyway, so what is happening today? So I was like, okay, what do you want to talk about today? So straight away, green slime come in my brain. The words green slime. So then I go, green slime? This is what happens every time. I'm like, green slime. It's quite funny how Spirit gets into it that I wouldn't have ever thought of. So it's kind of fun. And I was like, green. I've tried to write it down a little bit more sequenced. Green slime. I said green slime. Yes. I said, what about it? What about freaking green slime? And I felt like green slime lime. I'm like, oh, you're doing rhyme and slang on me. And Spirit says yes. So you want me to look into rhyming slang? Yes. Do you want me to specifically look into limes? No. I was like, maybe it's just about limes. I would have quite liked it to just be about limes, to be honest. No. Okay, so what is it about? You want me to look in the origins of rhyming slang? Yes. Why? Yes. And I want you to link it to Poseidon. You want me to link rhyming slang to Poseidon? Yes. And octopus? Yes. Okay. So we're doing this octopus thing again? Yes. With rhyming slang? Yes. Okay. Frickin' octopus. So then I said, okay, is octopus a rhyming slang? Is there a rhyming slang for octopus? And yes, there's a rhyming slang for octopus. 6 squid is 6. 6 quid. Oh, it's connected to money. So octopus is £8 because of the 8 legs. And £6 is 6 squid. 6 squid 6? 6 squid sick? 6 squid. I don't know why 6 squid is £6. And then I was like, and so I'm just a little bit mad with this kind of, I don't really, I want to focus on something good. But anyway, I said, and so why are you telling me? The numbers 6 and 8, 6 is 6 squid. I said, is that to do with 2026? Yes. 6 squid. Yes. So 6 squid, 2026. Is this to do with the financial system? I was like, please don't let it be. Yes. Okay, green slime lime, green slime lime. That's what Spirit kept saying. I said, is there other slangs to do with the financial system? No, not really. I don't want you to look at that. I was kind of like, no, don't worry about that. I said, okay, well, do you want me to look at the origin of rhyming slang? Yes. So Cockney rhyming slang originated in the East End of London, where I've actually lived, during the early to mid 19th century. While the exact inventor is unknown, the linguistic system emerged from a distinct community of working class Londoners, specifically market traders, dock workers, and street performers. Some words are not words, they are rhyming slang. So, then I was like, so what you're saying is that some words that we speak are not even words, they're rhyming slang for another word, that we don't even realise that we're saying a rhyming slang because the original word is gone and it's been replaced with the rhyming slang. Yes, yeah. A lot of language is rhyming slang. I was like, oh, all right, okay. And so it is a coded, cryptid language for survival. And I said, is this got to do with DNA, linked in with DNA? Yes, okay. It was the introduction of the formal centrified police force that the market sellers could still speak openly with the coppers without the coppers understanding. Okay, so it was made by the poor people, the oppressed people underneath these coppers, so that they could still speak to each other without being understood. The true genius of rhyming slang and the reason it successfully baffled outsiders comes down to a two-step grammatical trick. The rhyme takes a common targeted word and replaces it with the descriptive word phrase, where the second word rhyme with the target, like loaf of bread equals head, but then the omission of the second rhyming word entirely, leaving only the first word, so head equals loaf. Oh yeah, all right, yeah. So then you can't, yeah, okay. So are the words today that are rhyming slang, but we have learned it as the true original word? Yes, there's a few. I looked them up. I looked up a few. One was like blow a raspberry. That's, when you blow a raspberry, it actually comes from raspberry tart, which equals fart. I thought that was a funny one. I had no idea that to blow a raspberry came from rhyming slang. So that's just an example that our language is coded with rhyming slang, that we don't even know the original of it. So that's actually quite important. And then I asked a question, could there be words where the original is completely gone? Yes, it's called fossilization of the original. So the original is completely lost. And I said, do you want to say more about this? And Spirit sort of said, wait. So some of this is me just getting a single, I can't get a whole ton of information. I just get a single word, and then I can look it up and work with Google. So financial system, go back to the financial system. Okay, so I felt like Spirit saying go back to the financial system. I said, okay, well, bring in octopus. It said bring in octopus. Okay, so does the word octopus connect to the financial system? Oh, I asked that. In several major ways, ranging from modern digital payment networks to specialized market slang and historic economic imagery. For example, the Hong Kong octopus system, the most famous global connection between an octopus and a financial system is the Hong Kong octopus card launched in 1994. It began as a contactless transit card, but involved... I don't know why Spirit gets me. I have no interest in this whatsoever. But evolved into a massive citywide electronic payment system that is the digital currency. Oh, then I was like, holy shit, look at this one. Cryptocurrency tier list. The modern crypto, the financial community categorizes investors into marine life hierarchies based on the size of their digital assets. So your first hierarchy is a shrimp, and then you got a crab, and then you got an octopus, and you got a shark, and then you got a whale. So cryptocurrency uses an octopus. The octopus is often described as the financial overtaker. Then I was like, okay, what about Octopus Inc.? Can this be tied into it? Spirit said yes. So then I looked it up. Octopus energy is a massive global energy. Oh, and then I found out this octopus energy is a name of a massive global energy tech company utilizing a proprietarily high advanced generative AI customer named Magic Inc. Okay, so there's a global energy company called Octopus Energy, and it uses AI named Magic Inc. It's designed for instantly scamming a customer's entire account history, past billing issues and refund requests and tariffs. Alright, so Octopus Financial, okay. Well done. I didn't really want to talk about it, but okay. Inc. is long for finance of Inc. is slang for signing major contracts. The banks are about to ink the merger. Amusingly, a massive consortium of global investment bankers, including some banker, created a multiple bank trading platform specifically for handling complex collateralized loan obligations. The code name for this major corporate financial alliance was Project Octopus, leading financial tech media to report on the banks preparing to ink the Octopus deal. All right. I mean, from my brain, Octopus, financial system, and rhyming slang. I don't know. I'm just lost. In stock trading and economic theory, authors and market analysis sometimes refer to an Octopus Inc. strategy. Okay, I was just like, okay, I'm over this. Okay, and so I said to Spirit, and so I'm losing the point of all this. Yeah, I'm losing the point even reading it back. In the rhyming slang for ink and then I said, is there rhyming slang for ink? It says pen and ink is stink. I said, okay, what? So what are you saying? A lot of language is rhyming slang. It is a code. Yes. It is a way to speak so you can speak freely. I said, oh, okay. Do octopus like being associated with all this rubbish? I was like feeling sorry for the octopus, the real octopus. I was like, do octopus even want to be associated with this? It was like, no. I said, well, what does the octopus say about this? And I got the word honeycomb. And then there's this thing with octopus. They get honeycombed. Like, there's a special way of cutting up an octopus. It's called honeycombing. So they get honeycombed for saying anything. They don't want to be honeycombed. I said, does the octopus have a kind of rhyming slang? And then I was just like, okay, how is this related to anything? I was like, maybe the octopus have rhyming slang. And then I looked that up. Yes, octopus and their kind, I can't say that word, absolutely do use this rhyming slang, a kind of rhyming slang. Marine biologists have discovered that octopus use real-life biological versions of rhyming slang tactics, using a hidden layer of communication to speak in a coded script right in front of their enemies without being understood. They achieve this secret communication through two incredible evolutionary tricks: the private channel, polarized light signaling, the closest biological equivalent to dropping the rhyming word to mask something. The octopus use of polarized light, the mechanism beneath their color changing skin cells. Octopus have structural cells called idophora, some word. These cells can reflect light in a very specific geometric orientation, creating a polarized reflection. The code. This polarized reflection functions as a completely private channel. Octopuses have specialized eyes so they can see this polarization. The flaw in their the flaw in the enemy most at their I'm really bad at writing things down. Most at their primary predators like sharks and eels and large predatory fish are entirely blind to the polarized light. An octopus can flash some sort of signal to a neighbouring octopus, but to a passing shark, the octopus looks like a dull, perfectly camouflaged rock. I said, is this what happens with television? Octopus-type people. Yeah. I said, octopus-type people communicate to each other, but we can't see through television. Yes. So we're seeing one thing on the television and octopus people are seeing another thing. Yes. I'm like, okay, well, okay. Are they bad, like octopus people? Some are bad. I said they have the RNA capacity, right? Like, they can do that editing thing with RNA in real time. These people. Yes. Okay, but it's not a long-term thing. It's a short-term survival strategy. Yes. Okay. So, all right. Let's move on from RNA, DNA crap. I've had enough. And then the second thing that how they use rhyming slang, the octopus, is a split-screen deception. Just like in a London market, trader might casually chat with a customer while using clipped rhyming slang to warn off a partner about a nearby police officer. An octopus can physically split their body patterns down the exact center line of their brain. If a male octopus is swimming between a female he wants to court and a rival male he wants to avoid, he decentralizes his nervous system, which allows him to display two entirely different scripts simultaneously. Sneaky! So basically you can present two narratives on both sides of your body. That sounds a little bit like that god, that two-headed god. Janus? Is it Janus? Side A, facing the female, he flashes bright, pulsing, vibrating, coming patterns to express. Oh, I just got the ringing in my right ear. Oh, stop it. Patterns to express interest. Side B, he maintains a completely flat camouflage pattern that mimics the sandy ocean floor or rocky back group. The enemy looks directly at the creature and sees nothing out of the ordinary, entirely oblivious to the complex, high-stakes conversation taking place on the hidden side. Oh, so yeah, we don't know shit. We do not know shit what's going on. It's completely hidden to us. They can do it. It can be done. Do we have anything like rhyming slang happening in our DNA adaptation system? I wanted to know if humans can do this shit. Yes, our DNA replication and evolutionary adaptation systems use mechanisms that mirror Cockney rhyming slang. Nature utilizes exact equivalents. In a minute, I'm going to ask Google to talk to me like a 5-year-old because I got a little bit over the top with this stuff. Omitting words to hide code and repurposing old phrases to confuse enemies. Codon degeneration. Biological rhyming. In genetics, DNA reads codes in 3-letter segments called codons. These codons tell the cell which amino acids to build. The rhyme, they are left. There are 64 different codon combinations, but only 20 amino acids. This meant multiple completely different words produce the exact same final protein. I think this is where I got sick of reading about all this. The evolutionary trick. The example, the genetic code GGU, GGC, GGA, and GGG all code for exactly the same amino acid. The endings change, but the output rhymes perfectly. This acts as a protective shield against mutations in an enemy virus or radiation changes. The last letter, they all read the correct rhyme and function flawlessly. Then I got annoyed because I was like, just explain it to me like a 5-year-old, please, to ChatGPT. Not ChatGPT, Google. And Google said, your DNA is like a recipe book. It has the letters that tell your body how to grow. Sometimes different letters make the exact same thing. It's like saying cat and kitty. If one letter breaks, the body still understands. Your body reads a long sentence, then chops out the middle word and glues it back together. This makes a brand new secret word. What? I said, what about junk DNA? He said, yes, junk DNA is just like rhyming slang. Scientists used to think of junk DNA as useless trash. Now we know it's full of old hidden codes. It is like the word Burke. We forgot what the word used to mean long ago, but we still keep the word and use it every day. Junk DNA holds recipes from our ancestors. It helps turn other genes on and off like a switch. I say, okay, so does Poseidon have both this long-term DNA survival like humans and the RNA temporal changes? Yes. He can shapeshift between these two styles of adaptation. All right. Poseidon the octopus. I don't know. So 2026, the squid is sick. I went down a little bit of a road which Spirit said, don't talk about that. I was like, okay, we're not going to talk about that. So I said, so RNA editing is short-term, right? Yes, RNA editing is a short-term temporary fix and allows individual to survive sudden environmental changes on the fly. However, it comes with a major evolutionary trade-off that actually slows down their long-term permanent DNA evolution. I said, is it similar to our financial system at the moment? Yes, the modern financial system operates like RNA editing system. It relies heavily on rapid short-term fixes to survive immediate crisis, which often creates deep structural problems for the long-term stability. So I said, if the financial system does these RNA hacks non-stop 24/7 without, what will happen? Without returning to baseline, it would face a rapid catastrophic physical breakdown, starve from the inside out. The nervous system would start to glitch. The octopus would lose its fine motor control. The 8 arms would stop working in unison. So, okay. I mean, well, we all know that. Okay, so then I was just like, I'm just so worried about the octopus. I'm like, do the octopus hate us? Like the actual octopus in the sea? I was worried about the octopus's feelings. I don't care about this shit. Spirit said no. Do they? I said, do they think about us? And Spirit said, not really. They think you're mad. I'm like, oh, that's good, I suppose. And then I said, am I an octopus person? I was just on some other random thing. And Spirit said, are you using RNA products? I said, no. And I said, no. Then, no. Okay. So, I don't know how to wrap this up. I said, anything else to say about this? Your junk DNA is rhyming slang. Okay, so this is the wrap up, I guess. Your junk DNA is rhyming slang. It's your way of rhyming slang. It's like that movie with the pill. Oh, yeah. You know, like RNA editing is like that movie with the pill where he gets really super smart, but it's only short term. It's like that. RNA editing's like that. It's all short term. I said, is there a way to access junk DNA? And Google says no, scientists don't know. They are doing a project called ENCODE, ODE. I said, how is that panorama thing to do with this? Is that got to do with junk DNA? Yes. But the panorama test is to do with junk DNA. I said, so us humans, we're not octopus people? No, you're not octopus people. Unless you're doing RNA shit. You're trying to be an octopus for short term. Okay. I said, okay, well, what are we then? What are we? Elemental, like I felt spirit say elementals, and some are first wave docils. You can look up first wave docils. I had to learn about first wave docils, which I didn't know. Like, no, actually, you have to look up wave 1 docils, and then you'll find out what wave 1 docils are. Some people are wave 1 docils. And then I was like, okay. And then spirit was like, enough of this. You're getting brain dead. So then I was like, oh, so they're trying to access junk DNA by this RNA editing. Yes, that's what they're trying to do. But it's not going to work because it's a short-term thing. I was like, in history, was the junk DNA activated? Yes, in the golden age, the junk DNA was activated. I don't know how the junk DNA gets activated, but don't do it. It's not good to do it through this octopus shit. And your DNA knows what it's doing. It's doing rhyming slang so that your enemy can't understand. Rhyming slang is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I mean, that might lead somebody else to some other thread, but I mean, I quite liked the rhyming slang stuff, but I don't want to hear any more about. I said to Spirit, right, that's it with the octopus shit. I actually want to, like, I think tomorrow I'm going to say no octopus shit. I think octopuses are nice creatures. I'm sad that we've done this to the octopus. Like, I'm sad that we're trying to steal their special skill. They have really short lives as well, like 2 or 3 years. And then we're trying to steal their special skill. That's the only thing they have. And they have to, like, the payoff is short life. Temporary. We'll just leave it alone, man. But what do I want to say? Yeah, I don't want to hear any more about octopus. Unless it's like a nice thing. We can like telepathically communicate to the octopus and have like a little friendship party or something. That's what I want to know. We'll see what tomorrow brings, but I kind of said to Spirit, I've had enough of this. Because I don't really care about the details of this. But it might lead to some other thread for somebody. Tomorrow I want to hear more about the tulip people, I think. That would be interesting. Anyway, I quite like this way of finding information because it's just like, I'm not just consuming information off the YouTube. I'm actually like, it's just a different way, right? It's kind of activating something else in my brain. Like, maybe try it. It's quite fun. It's quite a cool, fun thing. I don't want to be writing down pages of scientific stuff, though. I've kind of said to Spirit, enough is enough. So, there you go. Rhyming slang DNA. There's a few things. There's an octopus. Financial company with Magic Ink, with AI Magic Ink. I just think we should leave the octopus alone. I saw a movie with an octopus, right? And it was a really nice movie. And the octopus was helping the humans to find connection. And I thought that was lovely. Why do we have to wreck the octopus's reputation? It's mean. I don't like it. Anyway, I don't know. do with it what you will. I quite like the idea of rhyming slang. I mean, you could make up your own rhyming slang, right? That would be quite a fun project. Like, make a book of rhyming slang. So you just, like, think of a word like bottle, right? And you got to rhyme it like bottle. I don't know, man, that's a hard one because there's not many things that rhyme with bottle. What about cup? Cup, lup, nup. Pup, right? So if it's a cup, you go brown pup, and then you take away pup, and then cup is brown. Like that. I think that's how it works. Like apple and pear is the stair, but then you just say up the apple. Go up the apple. Because apple and pear is stair. It does take a bit of to get your head around, but you could make a cool book about that. Like, you can make up your own rhyming slang, and then, like, you can talk to people. It's probably pretty good, like, if everything goes down and we have to talk in code to each other. Rhyming slang's not a bad way to go about it. I mean, I think octopus's language is beautiful. They have telepathy or something, and they can change their colours and stuff. They have colour changing language. It's better than us. We're just cracking along like a little rooster. I don't think we sound that nice. Okay, that's all for today. I hope it was helpful. Bye. For now, I'm so sorry. Tomorrow might be a nicer message.